Hey guys, Willie and Murfitt here, and in today's episode I have got the honour and the privilege to be driving around in this 2,000-mile classic mini Mayfair.
I know you don't love me like you say you do.
So you may or may not know, but this mini here belongs to Alex Toon. He has a collection of beautiful cars, and this is just one of them. So you may remember him from previous episodes of having the blue Mini Sprite and also the grey minivan. So this one here is his red Mini Mayfair. This is the third of his collection. So I've come to Manchester to sort a little fault on the exhaust. Just had a brand new exhaust system fitted, and now we're just going out for a drive and to try and get used to this car. As I say, it's got 2,000 miles on the clock, and I'm absolutely baffled that I'm driving it. I mean, this thing here should be in a museum. It is a complete time warp. So back a few years now, when I was 17 years old, my dad went onto eBay and he purchased me my first Mini. It was a red 1989 1000cc Mini Mayfair. It was my first car, it was my pride and joy. Registration G525FBD, and I absolutely love that car. This here is basically the exact same, apart from this has an automatic gearbox, to that car that arrived on that day that he bought sight unseen on eBay. From the seats to the smell to the interior, it's just phenomenal. Now this is pretty much as standard as you're going to get. It is 1000cc, automatic, it's carbureted, it's beautiful to drive. It's currently sitting on just over 2,400 miles, and it's basically a brand new car. It's phenomenal. It drives so nice. So I think this is as close as the car's going to become to being on the road in this condition. I think anything else around this sort of mileage, age, is going to be museum quality, show quality, and yeah, I feel absolutely honoured driving this car. I really, really do. So we're going to head out to a quick spot now, just stopping for some fuel, and then we're going to get some pictures taken, some videos, and learn a little bit more about this fantastic car. Let's get going. How good it was. It's ridiculous.
Right everyone, so today I'm going to give you a tour of my 2,000-mile Mini Mayfair. So as you can see, flame red, best red there is, none of that tartan red stuff. Yeah, so basically it's a 1989 Rover Mini Mayfair. It was supplied by Evans Halshaw, Solihull, still got the original plates on obviously. To a woman who bought it in 1989 and then stopped driving in 94, which you can still see the tax disc in the window. Yeah, so basically she used the car for like 5 years and then just stopped doing it, and in that time she only covered 1,600 miles, hence why the mileage is so low today. And if I do sound as snuffy, I'm actually dying with hay fever, because we went in the field, didn't we, taking pictures, so apologies.
So how did you come about getting this Mini?
Oh yeah, basically, so before I had my accident, I was always into like quad bikes and mountain biking and all that kind of stuff. So I was looking on the internet and thought, can't really get a quad bike again, it would just be stupid. So I thought, oh, I wonder if they do a Mini and automatic, because I've always wanted one as my first car. My dad said no, so, and rightly so, he said no, because they're not good, are they, mate? Yeah, so if you're thinking about a Mini for a first car, then just no. Yeah, so got on eBay, typed in Mini automatic, and then this thing popped up. And at the time, like, I didn't really know an awful lot, and I just kind of looked at the price tag and was like, yeah. So it kind of like I left it for like 4 months. Went and looked at Minis in Huddersfield Mini Spares, all over Car and Classic, all that kind of stuff. And then the more I kind of left this one in the background, the more I kind of just got how can I say, attached to it, should I say. So I thought, right, I'm going to do it. So I went down, had a look at the car, and bear in mind I had no experience with Minis whatsoever, and I just thought, yeah, I really can't let this one slip away. So I decided to buy it, mate.
Where'd you get it from?
Richard Williams Classic Minis down in Devon. Still supporting his business. Do you know what, having a camera shoved in your face is like the most awkward thing ever.
I can think of worse things I've shoved in your face would be awkward.
Yeah, so I bought it off Richard Williams. I've actually bought 2 cars off him, which is pretty cool. So right, should we show you the inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, completely standard, apart from hand controls. Yes, it is automatic, and a lot of people frown upon automatic cars, but what do you think, Will?
Do you know what? This is the nicest automatic I've driven. I've driven your Sprite, which is an automatic. It's very smooth. It's a little bit hesitant, let's say.
Yeah, basically it's not a DSG, so when you change gear in a DSG, it just instantly, this one's like a little bit of a...
But bearing in mind it's a 30-year-old car.
It's actually 30-year-old on the 1st of August, actually. So it's not that far off, and it's not even covered 100 miles a year.
No.
That's mad.
I think, yeah, given it's 30 years old, and the technology, the improvements, I think back in the day when this came out, it would have been quite luxury. It drives smoothly. It's just sometimes you want it to go into gear, and it just takes a little bit longer than you want it to. But with that said, it drives absolutely immaculately. So what else have you had in the interior that's maybe aftermarket, not genuine? Well, not genuine, but like optional extra, say.
In terms of how this car is now, I've not done anything to it apart from the hand controls. There's a radio there, which is factory radio, Philips, and it also comes with a Philips alarm system, which I found out about when I was doing the hand controls. So basically it's immobilised. In fact, if someone tries to rob this car, then good luck, because it's blocked in by like another 4 cars. And plus my neighbours like never leave the house, so yeah. And that is pretty much it for the interior. Oh, he's just prompted me, sunroof. Now I tell you what, loads of people are like, nah, sunroof's crap in Minis, they leak. This car never comes out when it rains, so I don't have that issue, but that, on a hot day when you've got these windows open, you can open these side back ones with that, it's amazing. It's better than a minivan anyway. Yeah. Or a Mark 1 with sliding windows.
Yeah, there's a little bit warm in there. So let's take a look at the engine then.
Engine bay. One under there.
Okay, so tell me about the engine bay then.
Basically, it's a 998 automatic, and that is it. Everything you see there is everything you see when it left the factory. It's actually still got, which is pretty cool. As you can see, they've still got the tested sticker on the rocker cover. Part of me does what I like, tart the engine bay up a little bit and give it a paint, but sometimes I just think, should I just leave it as it is? And that's what I've done.
Yeah.
Plus I'm lazy and it means one less job for me to do, so, which is cool.
But it is immaculate.
All that wiring as well, all factory.
Yeah.
So they was rum as anything. And also as well, when they sprayed them in the factory, do you know this bit here? Alex Hart spotted this morning. They don't even paint the back of the slam panel, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Well,
yeah. The front panel, isn't it? So,
no, the front panel, whatever it is. So yeah, no wonder Minis didn't rust, because they didn't paint them.
I mean, the only thing that I've noticed that's maybe aftermarket on this car here, you've got the holes drilled out on the front for spotlights, and there is the wiring already in there for spotlights to be had.
Yeah, so that brings me on. So when I bought it, actually off the guy, Richard Williams, he actually fitted spotlights to it. And yeah, so obviously that wiring there, I removed the spotlights. So if you watch the video of my exhaust bodge, that was basically for Bingley Hall and Bingley Hall only. So I need to take the rest of that wiring out, and then that'd be 100% original. The wheels aren't original because I didn't fancy driving around on 30-year-old tyres.
No.
And again, they come with the car, and I just think they look cool, so they're staying on.
But you do have for this the original wheels with the original tyres.
Original wheels.
And the original hubcaps.
Original tyres, original hubcaps. So basically, anything that's this car's ever had, from leaving the dealership, from being MOT'd, serviced, everything, you name it, I've got it. So yeah, there is a 22-year gap in the history of the car, but from 1994 to 2016, it didn't move, didn't it? And loads of people say, oh, it's done 102,000 miles. I'll show you. So basically, see them right there? When have you ever seen a 30-year-old Mini with shiny subframe bolts like that? Original bolts. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust there. I have cure-rusted it, but I'm not painting it because I want to leave it honest.
Underneath, we've got, obviously I fitted the exhaust to it today.
Oh, and the story is why we put new exhaust on it, because obviously me being me, when I first got it I was like, yeah, Minis need a centre pipe, so me being an idiot I put a centre pipe on it and chopped the exhaust to a point where you couldn't reattach the bit that I'd sawed off. So I just thought, well, rather than trying to weld it or whatever, I'll just buy a new system, because the new system's what, I think about 40 quid. Yeah, so it won't do any harm having a new exhaust system on it. I've actually got some pictures underneath as well, which I'll send you.
Yes.
And you can put them in whenever you want, so you can see underneath it.
Yeah. One thing I did notice as well when we were fitting the exhaust up today, we come back round here and down we go, down the front of the car. You had, pick that up. Now the yellow cross there indicates from the factory that has been checked. So there's a number of things on this car that are amazing, and there's also things on the back.
So on the subframe, you've got a blue mark from 30 years ago and a yellow mark from 30 years ago.
So
that's chaos. That's ridiculous. I reckon them blue dots lasted like, what would you say on a minute I was getting used? 12 months, if you're lucky.
If that.
So yeah, so basically that's my 2,000 mile Mini Mayfair.
So the question is, it's a beautiful Mini, would you sell it?
Well, everything's got a price, but for me to sell that, someone would have to have a lot of money, because I don't know, it's trying to find another one. Yeah, you could probably get, I don't know, whatever for it and then go and build something yourself, but if you've restored it, you've lost all that. You've lost it, haven't you, originality. You can never get Rover back since it was done. So yeah, and answers that question. If someone does want to buy it and has a silly amount of money, then yeah, I'll sell it, yeah. But if not, I'll keep it.
No, I mean, so I've driven this Mini around all day and absolutely love it.
It's like driving a milk float.
Oh, it's quiet, it's smooth. I don't think it gets the attention it really deserves. I mean, we drove around this morning, had this out, we had the blue Sprite behind us, and we had Tooney's van as well, because this lad here is a very lucky boy and has 3 beautiful Minis.
I've got a bit of an obsession.
But the van got a lot of attention. This here was like, oh, it's a red Mini. I don't think people appreciate the condition and the purity of it. Okay, the wheels are non-genuine, but the reason they're being
safety
used,
comes first.
Yes, you know,
safety comes first.
They look nice, and it means that when you go to a show, you can keep the original wheels and the original hubcaps in really good condition. So, mate, I love this car. It's beautiful, and I've got to say thank you so much for letting me drive it.
No problem at all.
Letting me share this experience, because, as I say, my first car was a red Mini Mayfair, 1989, and this has brought back so many memories from learning to drive, from passing my driving test, from driving around, and it's just amazing. So it's been an absolute treat to drive this, and thank you so much. So yeah, that's it really. Thank you to Alex Toon. Go check out his channel if you can. Check him out on Instagram as well.
Subscribe to the channel that gets uploaded to every
Every never.
I think it was like 3 months since I put a video up.
Yeah.
But I'm not that interested anyway. If you want to actually know what I get up to, probably follow me on Instagram. I'm a little bit more.
And what's your Instagram?
There. Alex294, mate. Just type in Alex2 and I'll just go straight up.
So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting me sort of drive this beautiful car. And
no problem at all, mate.
We'll come back again in another video and hopefully do something else with one of Alex's minis.
And for your haters, how many miles are we doing that today?
40?
40 miles. So all you boys who do say I don't drive my cars.
Well,
40 miles.
I drove it.
Well, I've probably done about 2 miles. I've been driving around in that, and he's been swanning around him in Mayfair. And I'm like, yo. But nah, I've drove it. Like I say, it's good for everyone to actually experience it because it is ridiculous.
It's a time warp. That's what this is. It's a time warp.
If you want to go back to 1989, then that is the car for you. Simple as that.
Yeah, awesome. Right, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, click the thumbs up button, comment down below, and if you can, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any future content. That is it from me, and I will see you guys next time.